go for a 1 mile run, jog, not run, for the first time since 2017. So that's about 7-8 years. A little nervous about it. I used to be a runner. I've been running since I was in middle school, joined the track team, ran in high school, ran independently in college, and then after college, all the way up until I was about 49, 50 years old. And then I started working with a trainer, not a running trainer, but a weightlifting trainer. And I started developing tendonosis in my ankle. So I went to a podiatrist, and she at first thought it was not tendonitis. Tendonosis is what it actually was, but it wasn't fascia planta, whatever that other one is, because I got a shot and it did not help. It hurt really bad when I got that shot for plantar fasciitis. Yeah, that's what it is. So did an MRI, and I ended up having tendonosis, which is a more extreme variation of tendonitis right in my tendon that goes here. So I stopped running, and I did continue to walk. I stopped weight training, and I just tried to heal, and it took, actually, I was in a boot for like over 6 months. And then I had no more pain after a while. It took a while though. And I got my orthotics. I have to wear my orthotics all the time pretty much. Even around the house, I have to have my tennis shoes on with my orthotics if I'm going to be up and moving around. So then I just kind of gave up on myself. I wasn't working out at all for like a year or two, just taking walks with my dog. And then I was going to get back into it and join a club, and then COVID hit, and then, you know, I just kept walking, which is good, but I even stopped walking consistently, and I put on a good 20 pounds. So, you know, since then, I just focused on my work. I retired early at 56, and I've been walking, and I love walking and hiking. And I was doing some traveling, so I made sure I kept my walking up so that I could walk all day. And then I just find that I'm missing running. And I saw a lady in the neighborhood, she was running, jogging, my age or older, and I'm like, you know what? You can do this, Amy. I don't know what's holding me back, because I do miss the breath work when you run, that trance you get in when you're just going, and you know, some people call it the runner's high. I felt that a couple times in my lifetime. I did run a marathon and a half marathon in my 40s. But I miss it. I miss running, because I want to work up a sweat, and you just don't do that when you're walking. And when I'm walking, I'm not even walking fast. And I've also found that with my gait, walking, that if I take too long of a stride, I actually feel pain in my hip a little bit. So I'm like, I wonder if just a shorter stride and how you run is differently than walking, if that'll help. So this is going to be an experiment today. I don't even know if I can make a mile without stopping. I always used to brag that I could go 3 miles at any time. Even if I had stopped running for a week or a month or a couple months, I could go and just run 3 miles, no problem. And that was true. And then I was like, well, could I do 1 mile, even though I haven't run in years, and I do need new orthotics, and I have had some hip pain? Well, you'll be the first to find out. And then it'll be a fail, and that'll be fine. and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I just wanted to do a few little stretches here, and nothing too major. I never was a big stretcher before I ran, good or bad, I don't know. But you know, you gotta do a little bit. But yeah, so I'm a bit out of shape, people, but I hope you come on this journey with me, and I'll talk to you about pacing and just all the little body feelings I have. I'll be really in tune to that and give you a second-by-second update of what I'm feeling. And if I have to stop, I'll have to stop. But we're gonna try to go for a mile. It might take 20 minutes, but it'll be jogging. It'll be that kind of pace and movement. So I'm gonna pause the camera, get my coat on, and we're gonna go outside. We're gonna walk first. Get a little bit of walking in and get a good pace before I start running. Just to warm up a little bit. It's warmer than I thought. I'm going to be too warm with this jacket on. It's a beautiful fall day. You can see some of the trees behind me. Okay, when I get up to this next road, I'm gonna start going in a easy jog. Really slow, really slow. Sorry about that. Okay, so for some reason it disappeared on my phone. So I don't even know if I recorded this whole thing, but I've already been jogging. I don't know if, like, when the text came in, my sister's in Paris and she is sending a bunch of pictures, and I don't know if it makes the camera go away or if the up and down is making it go away, but I've already jogged a mile. And I've already been talking about my pace and my breathing and any pains I've had. So I'll fill you in case that other thing didn't record. So I'm actually at the mile mark now. And I've been able to go the whole time. I have not stopped. I've felt little first I felt lactic acid in my thighs. And I was already laboriously breathing less than a quarter mile in. But I slowed down my pace. I had twinges in my calves as far as just, you know, feeling that lactic acid building up in your outer thighs and calves. I have not felt anything in my ankles or where the pain is normally in my hips, in my right hip actually. I haven't felt anything there. But I have felt pain in, like, the groin. Not bad, but just like sensation like, what are you doing to me right now? From where my thigh meets my hip bone. So that's interesting. Definitely overdressed. Because I thought it was like 45 degrees out today, and it's not. Sometimes those weather apps get it wrong. And I did slow down a couple times. Just like, this is a really slow pace, but I slowed down just for like a little bit, like right now I'll slow down. I did that a couple times. And then I just increased it back to where it was. So my pace has been pretty consistent. I'm over a mile in and surprising myself actually. So yeah, I'm glad I did this today. I think I'll survive, and I'll think I'll do it again. I'm wondering, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this daily. I might do it Tuesday, Wednesday, and tell my podiatrist how it went. Mostly it's been fair, people. Fear I'm gonna, because I do have osteoporosis too. Fear of, I'm gonna break my leg. But you know what? You need weight-bearing exercise for osteoporosis. So the weight bearing is more if you're running than if you're walking. Yeah, I think because of the impact, right? So yeah, I'm hot. Now I'm breaking a sweat, which is what I wanted. But then the goal is, you know, to run for 3 miles, not just your mile or 2 mile walk that you do every day. Get it to the 2 mile run every day. And then you're saving time, but you're going further. So yeah, I'm feeling good. The trees are beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I'm thirsty now. I don't bring water if I'm just going for like a mile or two. When I train, or when I've trained for longer distances, I had like a caribou. Those are probably not even in anymore. But it had a nice little sling handle where you could put your keys and everything. Okay, so now I'm back to my road. It was over a mile. And I did it. Okay, I'm gonna stop the camera and I'm gonna fill you in. So, when I was just about to start run the first mile, I turned the camera around to check to see if it was on, and I turned it off. So you didn't even see the whole mile. But I did run 1.5 miles. So I got that last half mile, and I explained a little bit about what I was feeling on the run, but I'm bummed that you missed the mile, but that may have been a little too long anyway, so maybe it's just meant to be. But I did get 1.5 miles in today, and right now I'm feeling good. I broke a bit of a sweat. The breathing was laborious. Feeling my hip right here, like I normally do, like it's just always there. And just those little twinges in the legs and the lactic acid, and going slow. So, and it was fine to go slow, but I'm proud of myself that I did it. I'm feeling good. I have confidence now that I can go out and do it again. And it'll be interesting talking to my podiatrist to see what she says. It just feels good to run and get your heart rate up above, you know, normal. And I really didn't get my heart rate up all that high, honestly, but I was attuned to my breathing and how my body felt, and just being very cautious, which I need to do because it's been a while. So I'm encouraged. I feel like I can go do this again. Need to invest in a new pair of running shoes, and yeah, I'm gonna see how my hip feels later tonight because that's been an issue. But overall, I think it was a success. It was a beautiful day for a run. So thanks for going with me on this experience. Hopefully you got some tips, and maybe it encouraged you to just go for it and start running again if you haven't done it in a while. So thanks for watching, and you know, like and subscribe or whatever it is people do on YouTube. I watch enough of it, so I know you're supposed to like and subscribe. And I'll do another running video or just give you updates on how it's going. I know there's a lot of running pros out there, so I may come back with another running video or something else, but hopefully this helped you today and encouraged you. And I know it encouraged me. So thanks for watching. Bye.